Hey everybody, it's Andy Jenkins, and I have a question for you. Are you selling information? Like information products like ebooks or audio and video training programs, continuity programs like membership sites. Are you? Well, if you are, I've got some funky news. Information is worthless. Now, hold on. Before you go and hit the back button, I actually have the cure for you. And if you lather that cure all over your marketing, it's going to be part of time in your shopping cart. Okay, so here's the thing about information. Information is abundant and free. What do I mean by that? Well, let's see. Have you been to Wikipedia lately? Have you looked at the videos that some of your maybe competition gives away? Have you been to YouTube? That's the problem with marketing information. You can get most of your answers abundantly and free. You see, here's the thing. Since the year of recorded history, let's just call it 5000 BC to 2000 AD versus the last 24 months, there has been more information created and categorized and archived than all of this time combined. So you need to ask yourself, in your marketing, are you asking for money for something that's free? If you are, that's probably one of the reasons why your conversion rates aren't meeting your expectations. Well, let's talk about the cure. You see, what we want to do is we want to replace marketing of information with marketing of creative transformation. Now, watch this. So what is creative transformation? You see, what we want to do when we're trying to creatively transform somebody is we want to take the information and actually give them a way to practically apply it in their situation or in their circumstance. That is the differentiation here. We want this information to be able to be put to use. Yes, of course, information can have value, but it has far more value if your customer understands how they're going to use it in their life. The good news is there's only really two parts to creative transformation. The first part is the upside. The upside is, what's the beneficial outcome? Are you actually in your marketing talking about not only what's going to happen when they use your product, but are you talking about how their life is going to be different after they've successfully used it? That's a huge differentiator. Remember, people are very tactile, and some of them are kinesthetic, but most all of them are visual. That's why video has such an amazing reach and amazing effectiveness in any marketplace. You need to be able to help people visualize what it's going to be like after they've used your product successfully. What will be different in their life? What problems will they not have anymore? What new opportunities will they have once you've talked about the upside in your creative transformation? Now, the next thing we want to talk about is the victory. Exactly what is the information in your product going to do in order to negate, or more appropriately, defeat the negative problems that your customer currently has? And folks, we'll do some examples here, but I really want you to take a look at your current marketing, your copy, your email subject lines, how you tweet, what you do in social media, what you do on Facebook, what you write on your blog, and really just ask yourself, are you talking about the things that are going to give your customer a victory over the problems that they have? How are they going to defeat, with your information that's contained in your product, the issues that they're currently experiencing? If you combine these two things right here, you will have something called an M cubed. You see, a meaningful marketing message resonates with everyone. the general public, your Twitter sphere, your Facebook friends, as well as the people that are already on your email list who are prospects for your product. And it's because they now understand an upside. They can visualize this goal that they have for themselves because you're talking about it, and that means that your goals are aligned. And they also have the elements to help them create their own victory over the negative circumstances that they have. And this is what you want to add to your message. You want to let them see these items. So what are we talking about here? In your product, there better be something called catalysts. Catalysts are these exercises or perspectives or new important ways of doing things that actually help your customer overcome your problems. You have to make sure that you spend time highlighting these catalysts because this is your secret sauce. These are the things that ultimately they're going to be using to get the most outcome. And you want to make sure that you're not stingy with your content. Give away some of these catalysts in the form of your marketing so that they already know that that product, at the very least, has the potential to solve their problem. What's next? Details. You see, we don't want to be general when we market. We want to make sure that people understand that we've been in a situation that's maybe, similar to theirs. If we start talking about the details of situations that we've been in as the authors of those products and how we overcame them with great specificity, I'm talking about time, weight, circumstances, money, all of the values that people think about when they're deciding to make a purchase or try something new. If we articulate those details, maybe they'll understand that this isn't just theory, that this is hard knocks education, and that's what everybody wants. That leads to something called AE. Well, we all know what abundance is. It's the woo-woo that everybody is supposed to have if you're going to try to change the world. I kid. But what about empathy? Again, we're talking about something called situational awareness. If you can demonstrate to your prospect that you have been there and understand the circumstances that they're in, and you have an abundance of that empathy, meaning you have a lot of real-world experience, not just succeeding, but also failing and what you did about it, your prospect will begin to understand that you can act as sort of a guide or a mentor personality that can help them achieve their own desirable outcome and get out of the negative circumstances that they're currently in. So we have to be abundant in our empathy. We have to decide to call out, I know what you're going through. I know what you want, and I'm going to be here to help you get it. And finally, the ORM. I spend a lot of time thinking about how I'm going to say this to my future customer. ORM stands for "Oh really" moment. And notice I have an exclamation point and a question mark on the end there. An "Oh really" moment is when you deliver a possible solution that your customer hasn't thought about before. Imagine how powerful that is in the marketing when somebody has been struggling with the same problem over and over and over again, and you just say, hey, here's something that I bet you haven't tried before, and it really works for me. So when they're consuming your marketing message and they come across an "oh really" moment, guess what happens? You get authority and you get credibility because you're not afraid to give away the good stuff. If you're ever struggling to get a higher click-through rate, for example, when you're doing display advertising or PPC, try making that ad about nothing except your "oh really" moments. Here's the thing, folks. We know that information is abundant and it's free. The best information, though, is the information that can create a transformation in as short a time as possible. I get this question all the time. Andy, should I just not give away the great stuff in my product? How much is too much? Nothing is too much. You want to make sure that you are earning that customer's trust by being able to say, look, I value your time and I value your attention so much that I'm not afraid to disclose what it is that I'm doing here that's going to change your life. Imagine being on the other end of that communication and how it would immediately cause you to want to do what? To consume more. So I have an idea. Let's take all of these elements and build a mission statement that we can turn into meaningful marketing messages. Meaning, what I want to do is, I want to give you some details about how you can do this as soon as you're done watching this video. Discover the secrets of rapid weight loss. Now, I'm pretty sure you guys have seen a headline or an ad like this before, and you've probably even seen a premise like this before. And I gotta tell you, this just doesn't do it. Don't go here. Let's just put a big red X across that. Instead, why don't we take a look at an example that fulfills all of these components? How a 42-year-old desk sloth with a cholesterol of 347 lost 52 pounds in half a hockey season, eating and drinking so much that it hurt. All right, now let's put this to the test. First of all, do we have details? Well, in fact, yes, we do. 42-year-old, cholesterol of 347 and 52 pounds. Do we have abundant empathy? Well, of course we do. Desk sloth. Hey, anybody out there a desk sloth? Do you work at your desk all day? I can have some abundant empathy for you because guess what? I do too, y'all. What about the upside? Well, lost 52 pounds. That's a pretty good upside. You know what else is a good upside? In half a hockey season, because that's a fairly rapid result. That's the kind of upside that people want. What about the victory? Remember, victories are things that help us defeat the problems that we have. Eating and drinking so much that it hurt. So instead of saying for rapid weight loss, all you have to do is stop eating, our secret to rapid weight loss is eating and drinking so much that it hurts, y'all. What about our product catalyst? Well, isn't this interesting? Eating and drinking so much that it hurt. Remember, the product catalyst is one of the items that we put forward that's part of our transformational information that helps them create success. And then what about the oh really moment? Eating and drinking so much that it hurt, lost 52 pounds in half a hockey season. You see how that works? Shazam. So folks, do this exercise. Take a moment and go back and look at your marketing messages. Take a look at things like this. This isn't necessarily a headline, although it could be. This is more of a mission statement. This is what you propose to message to the public to get them to take a second look at your product and potentially become a customer. Go over your mission statement until it fulfills all of these variables. And then from this mission statement, you will be able to derive any marketing message you want. The beginning of your video, an ad in PPC or elsewhere, the headline to a sales message, a subject line to an email. This could be pretty much an entire email with a call to action. So go through this exercise and see whether or not you can work to create creative transformation in your marketing versus just marketing the information that is available already on the interwebs. Hey, do me a favor. In the comments, why not try a little exercise? Why not try to take all of these items and write, a mission statement about your product? And I'll tell you what, if it's really cool, I'll let you know. And if it needs a little bit of help, I'll let you know as well. And then, of course, do me a favor. Subscribe, comment, share, like. Give me a thumbs up, but only if you like this content and only if you think that it's actually helpful. Thanks, guys, and I will see you in the next video, everybody.
Standing in a brand new place, I feel the sunshine on my face. The weather's good, the day is bright. I watch it turn from dark to light and keep the music going, keep the good times rolling. And now I'll never let it stop.